And then on top of that, you know, we allocated $350,000 into our schools. It needs to be more thoughtful, and there needs to be more of a plan about how we're going to do that, to make it really, it's, you know, to get the most bang for our buck, to make it the most effective that it can be, and to really create the type of educational environment that we want. And if each principal feels that they can come up here and ask for money for some pet project that's not really in keeping with the overall education plan, it's never going to achieve.
We've got to have buy-in from the principals to the plan.
We have to.
And our school board representative.
Right, and I just, so I'm not sure exactly how to get that across to the principals other than flat out telling
We're
them.
gonna have this committee.
Pardon me?
If we're gonna have this committee, we need to use this committee.
Right.
We're gonna use this committee, and then all of them should go through that control point to us.
That's what I think.
Otherwise, disband the committees and we'll just deal with it as it pops up.
And then if we do it that
But
way,
you're gonna have to
it's
commit.
never gonna be a
And-
cohesive educational plan, it's just gonna be whatever.
Experienced, qualified people working this committee to help us make decisions, then those decisions need to go through that committee.
Right.
So if someone needs to just sit down with principals, say, it needs to go through that.
And I would like for any request for the schools to be funneled through this committee, and that even if they're not educational in nature, at least we've got some advisory committee that's aware of the different money being spent in the schools, no matter
If we
what
don't
it's
wanna do
for.
that, we just need not have committee.
I think they would like, I think they do wanna do it. My understanding is that they do want to do that, would like to be that, but did not feel empowered to do that. That's my understanding.
When we gave them that money, did we put any restrictions on that? Who makes the decisions where to spend that?
Well, that
Well,
came
it has to be
us-
spent only for which,
For that
for those
which
things
is-
that they submitted that we approved.
Right.
Right.
That's already a done deal, isn't it?
That is right.
That is.
But they were, you know, per our direction, we're going back to the principals and asking them to come together with, you know, what's the next step in our, what else would they like to see happen in our schools, working together? Like I used the example of the city of Daphne, those schools, they've all decided, those principals came together and decided they wanted Spanish instruction K through 12. Well, I mean, basically, our EAC is asking principals to do the same thing. What is it that you all would like to see happen in our
Where did they get
schools?
that money from?
They went, I'm not sure about where they got all of it, I know that's what they went to their city council for.
Wonder how much it cost them?
Now, something's been on my mind lately, you touched on it, and our in-kind donations to the schools, you know, we provide a football stadium, a baseball field, we maintain it. Does the Baldwin County Board of Education make that up to us somehow in other expenditures, or, I mean, what if we were to say, we're not gonna allow you to use the stadium anymore, you've gotta build us a stadium, or you're gonna build us a baseball field. My point is that, are we getting everything due to us right now? I wanna have that conversation with Dr. Lee, Mayor. Can you answer that, Jim?
Well, I like to just make two quick points. Number one, we are doing what you've asked to do. We're working toward the process, we call it the charrette, but it is a place to get to a new beginning point. Not coming up with the answers, but it's to do what you're suggesting, and let's figure out exactly who all the contributors are. And there are many that aren't necessarily just the city council, the city of Fairhope. There's other people contributing and supporting them. And another point I want to make, and that's an important thing. We're going to get to that finish line before the end of the year to go, make that happen. The second thing is, it's not all the principles. It's just not, it's this spirit of not working together, because it's absolutely not about anybody's personality or their ego or their status. It's about community and the community's plan. And I can assure you that people still in the EAC that are going to work real hard to serve your interest. So it's two issues here. One is, it's not every single principle, but we do want to set the example and the precedent of cooperation, collaboration, and working together. That's really important. So, because otherwise you don't know what's going on. And so we're going to get there. Henry's resigning, so we need another good team member. That's what I think.
You've got two areas. You've got recreation and the rec board over the years looked into a lot of recreational types of functions. And now we have an academic way.
Well, I mean, that, you know, the right hand needs to know what the left hand is doing. And if, you know, if one school's going to the rec board and getting, you know, $300,000 for something, it's all coming from the same pot, you know.
But
We
they
just
look
need
at it.
some way to know what we're already spending in our schools and then have some plan to know that it's effective. That's really it.
Well, we can give you the report we did, you probably saw the same report we did last year. It hadn't changed much.
Okay. Any other questions for Diana?
So I guess we're just gonna kick that around until we come up with a solution. It sounds like we know it's possible. Okay.
I don't think we can solve it right this minute.
Right, but I mean, that's not.
You wrote, now we think about it and.
Okay.
Mike, you have any committee reports, sir?